If you think about it, every decade brings with itself an opportunity, a golden opportunity for you to make a lot of money. Hi, I'm Ishan, and the ability to spot that golden opportunity and execute on it is everything. In 2000s, it was all about the dot-com era, getting online, being on social. That was the golden opportunity. The 2010s was all about subscription as a service. Everyone was building a SaaS application which was B2B. Everyone was trying to get on the cloud and let go of physical servers. Every time a new technology makes life 10x or 100x easier, it automatically becomes the golden opportunity. This decade's golden opportunity is none other than using AI. Today, I'm going to share with you 5 ideas that you can employ and start a business in 2025 and start making money with AI. I'll talk about each idea, how can you go about building it, and then how can you start charging money for it. The first one is all about digital products. Digital products have always existed on the internet. You were always selling ebooks. You were always selling workshops. You were always selling guides. So what is different this time, Ishan? Well, we now have the use of deep research. You can now get access to deep research, use it to get access to any data that you might want across all research articles and surveys and everything, compile it and create these digital products faster than ever before. So it saves time on all the research that you might have to do. You can do that in minutes with the help of deep research and then start executing on actually making the digital products and selling it. How do you sell it? You sell it by either collaborating with a creator. So I get emails every day by people saying that, hey, I've made this guide, I've made this ebook, we can partner up. We can share the commission that you make, 50-50%, we can do it. Another way to sell it is actually by building your own content. So be active on LinkedIn, on Twitter, make sure that you have a link at the end of your content for people to click on it and purchase, and then you end up making money through that. Now, the biggest challenge you will face when doing something like this is actually making it look good. Right? You have to make sure that it looks presentable, that the design is amazing and it wows people and they want to click and learn more. That is what you have to figure out. Now, when you are creating digital products, here's a common roadblock that all of you will go through. Now, as a beginner with no design skills, you'll spend hours just finding the right fonts, images, the right design layouts, all of the design stuff that has got nothing to do with your actual skills. And that's where this amazing AI tool comes into play. From presentations to websites to landing pages to even social media posts, Gamma helps you create all of it in seconds with just a simple text prompt. You can directly chat with AI to edit your design however you like. The craziest part is you can now animate images with just a click. Gamma is the most popular AI presentation app in the world. It uses the best AI models to make content creation fun and effortless. More than 50 million people are using Gamma today. Its beginner-friendly interface and simple AI editing features allows even rookies to achieve great results in minutes. If you're a student and don't have the time or money, you should definitely check this out. The link is in the description of this video. And now let's move to the next way. The second way to make money with AI is voice agents. In 2024, YC invested a lot of money in voice agent based companies. And everyone was asking, what is the deal with voice AI? Well, here's the thing. Companies employ a lot of people in customer support roles. Sometimes they are located in the United States. Most of the times they are outsourced to Philippines, to India, to other Southeast Asian countries. Now, every time you pick up the phone and you talk to someone, there is a cost associated with it that the company has to pay the call center. Now, imagine if you can employ an agent which can do all of this and can scale indefinitely, you can end up saving a ton of your costs. And even the agent can end up making a lot of money. The business which is made the agent can continue to make in money every time there's a new call, but can make it much cheaper for them to run this agent versus having a human sitting here and answering all of your queries. This is literally a 10x jump. Now, you have to figure out what are the type of businesses for whom you want to create a voice agent. What's a voice agent? Let me make it very simple for you. Instead of having a person sitting and answering your request, you can have an AI agent which is trained on the material of this business understands the context, understands the frequently asked questions, and can then communicate in real time, all thanks to the latest large language models, with the customer and help them solve their problems. Now, there are places where voice agents work. There are places where voice agents don't work. Whenever you have a inward problem, let's say someone wants to get a refund, so they will automatically want to call you multiple times. And even if there's a voice agent, they will still talk to the voice agent and get their refund because they desperately need it. So when you have a pull from the customer, they would do it even if it is a voice agent. On the other hand, if you have places in which you want to push the customer, you're selling something, in that case, voice agents might not be that effective. So you have to figure out the niche for whom you want to make a voice agent, and then figure out what will it be used for in this company, and then deploy it for them at scale. Now, there will be a first setup cost involved, and then there will be a per call, per minute based pricing, which would still be much cheaper than if they had to employ a person and keep them on the call waiting. Next question is, how do you build a voice agent? Well, it's actually much simple. You can simply use NA10. They have multiple integrations with voice AIs. You can use 11 Labs. You can use multiple other apps which are made up through which you can create a voice agent from scratch using a NA10 workflow. Again, I'll put some links in the description. Go through that and see how to make it. For example, we in MarketUp, which is my marketing company, we built a very simple agent which calls the person with whom we have a meeting before the meeting starts and asks them if you are ready for the call.
Hi, Ishan Sharma. I'm Robert, MarketUp's AI assistant. We saw your request for content marketing services. MarketUp team asked me to reach out to you to ask a few quick questions so they can prepare as best as possible for a meeting. Do you have time for a quick 3-minute chat?
Sure.
Great. Can you tell me more about the type of social media content marketing services you are looking for?
So this helps us save time, helps us save the mental bandwidth, and it can do it at scale. And we built this ourselves without having to code a lot of things. Okay, moving on to the third way to make money with AI, and this is all about using AI for personal branding. Personal branding is going to be even more important in 2025 and beyond. Founders who have a personal brand get more sales, get more funding, have more distribution, end up saving on marketing costs, and create a better connection with the audience. And that is really important and valuable today. So all you have to do is reach out to companies and sell them this idea that we can help establish a personal brand for your founder using video content. Now, the obvious question they will say is, hey, the founder doesn't have time for this. How will you make it work? And that's when you use AI. So you create a workflow in which you have HeyGen to help you create the video, and you have 11 Labs to help you make the audio. You train it on the video and the audio data that the founder already has, or record some new data. About 5 minutes of video data for the video AI, and you need about 2 to 3 hours of data of audio for it to be trained. Then you have a voice clone of the founder and you have an AI avatar of the founder. You combine it together. There is an API integration in HeyGen that you can basically enter an API key of 11 Labs, and you can now start using HeyGen to generate any video that you want. Then you train a custom GPT. A custom GPT will help you create scripts for anything that is maybe a news in that particular industry. It could be any helpful tip that the founder wants to share, anything. You train a custom GPT which is trained to sound exactly like the founder. So maybe you can feed all of their previous LinkedIn posts. You can add custom instructions, and then every time you ask it to create a script, it will always keep that in mind and give you the perfect script that will help you get the script done. You enter the script into HeyGen, generate the entire video and audio, and then you use something like a submagic.so to create captions on it. You can also use Opus Clips, AI tools which can help you do the basic editing of the reel, and then you make it live on Instagram, on YouTube, on even LinkedIn, on Twitter, and you create the personal brand of that founder. How much do you charge for something like this? Well, you can have a setup fee for training the model and everything, which could be like $1,000. And then you can have a recurring fee depending on the number of deliverables that you sell to them. So for example, let's say you decide to do 10 videos, 10 reels for that founder. In a month, you could be charging, let's say, $50 per reel, including everything, scripting and making it and adding captions and everything. And that would basically cost about $500. So every month you get $500 and the setup was $1,000. This is a great setup that can keep getting you money. You don't have to do anything from yourself. You're basically using AI to do the whole workflow for you. The scripting, the avatar, the audio, and even the captions. The fourth way to make money with AI is to sell AI UGC ads for companies. So the way it works is every D2C brand loves UGC. What is UGC? UGC is user generated content. Anytime you see an unboxing video of someone unboxing a consumer tool, could be skincare brand, could be a perfume, could be anything, this might be a UGC video. So it's a user-generated content which a brand is using to promote it and show its authentic, honest review. That works much better than creating a professionally shot, videographed ad of your product. It's much better to create a testimonial and make that go viral and get sales through that is much more possible than by advertising just bluntly and wanting people to buy. That's the use case of UGC. Now, creating UGC ads means that you have to first send the product to the person, ensure that they record the video and they send it back to you. And then you might have to pay them $50 or $100 for it. Imagine if you can create a UGC ad for less than $5. $5 is not a lot of money. People would happily pay that for one UGC ad because it is a 10x, reduction in cost. For you to make a UGC video from scratch, it won't even cost you $1, including the video, the audio, the assets and everything. You can generate it for about $1 and you can end up pocketing the $4. This is a wildly profitable business idea. All you have to do is to make a platform through which any company can come in, can write a script generated using AI, turn that script into an ad with the right audio and the video. They can give some basic prompts for what it should look like, and then it creates it for them at the end. So this is a AI UGC ad platform. There are already some companies who are doing it and it looks very natural. You can't even tell the difference in most cases, and it works really well for companies out there. You're helping them reduce cost, be more profitable, and end up making a lot of money in your own process. That is a great business idea. Go try it out yourself. The last way to make money for businesses is to actually optimize their workflows and replace it with AI workflows. Every company wants to optimize their operations. Let's say customer onboarding, or let's say invoice generation, or let's say sales outreach. All of these operations are expensive for every company. If you can come in, replace their current operation with an AI workflow, which can do it just as great at scale for them, you can end up saving a lot of money for them. So you come in and you create these mini AI workflows. You can use NA10, you can use make.com, you can use any tool out there. There's a new tool by Google called Opal, which can also help you create any automation or any agent that you want. So you can try that out as well. But the idea here is to build these automations to replace every operation for that company. And then you scale from there. This is a really interesting strategy. Go learn more about it. Ask any business that you know around you, where are they spending most of their costs? Maybe they're spending most of their costs on training every single employee. So what if you create a AI tutor which is trained on all the material of the company and can now create a step-by-step guide for the employee to learn about the company and get trained faster without them having to spend a lot of money on workshops, on teachers, on multiple different things. Think of something like that and then take that niche, create a workflow that helps them with that, and then execute on that. These were the 5 business ideas to make money with AI in 2025. If you have any questions, let me know below in the comment section. Check out Gamma with the link in the description and start making better presentations and designs for anything that you're designing. That's all from me today. Thank you so much for coming here. I hope that you got to learn something, got one idea. Wonderful. Take that, execute on that, and actually implement and see what happens from it. Don't just see this video and go to the next one. Write down the notes, see how you can implement it in your own life, and start executing today. It's always one day or day one. I'll see you in the next one.